Welcome back everybody to Two Everyday Geeks, and welcome back to the Geek Kitchen. I am actually really excited today for us to actually be unboxing the brand new Nintendo Switch that just came out on Friday and The Legend of Zelda, the Breath of the Wild, the Special Edition. I was actually lucky enough to be off the day that these actually came out on pre-order and ran over to my local GameStop. And was actually able to purchase one. Got one of the last 3 of these, and there was only about 26 for our store here that actually had. So I was actually lucky to pick up this one. I did have the option of picking up the red and blue one with the Joy-Con, but I just selected to go classic gray and keep it kind of simple, especially for the way that my apartment is set up. So today we're going to be unboxing these, and let's see what's inside. Okay, so let's start with the Nintendo Switch here. Obviously the front of the box, see it in the handheld mode with the Joy-Cons coming up. Then we have on the other side here, we have the controller, and then we have the docking station with the Switch inside. So as we all know with the Switch, it is more of a tablet type going than what our normal consoles are for this generation, or Xbox Ones and our PS4s. So this is kind of exciting to see what's in it. Waited 2 days to unbox this to make time for this, so I'm kind of anxious to finally open this bad boy up. Okay, so let's see what we got in the box, folks. Okay, so first and foremost, let's start with the one, the only, the Switch itself. So let's go ahead, take this out of the plastic here. So this is it. This is your console. The Nintendo Switch itself right here, folks. It's not that big. If you compare it to even my cell phone here, it's really not that much even bigger than what my cell phone is. So when we see here, we have our SD game slot down in the bottom here, folks. We have our power and our volume as well. And then we also have the famous kickstand that you've seen people talk about, I'm sure, asking about breaking and everything like that. So this is it. That's sitting up right here. So if you do our tabletop mode with the 2 Joy-Con grips, this is what you would look like. And it is actually pretty small when you actually see it in person. I know it doesn't seem like it when you see it on TV or on the videos, but it really actually is really kind of incredibly small for how much kind of horsepower is actually built into this thing. So let's get out the Joy-Con controller grips here. So we have the Joy-Con right, and then we have, if I can get this out, the Joy-Con left. So Joy-Con left has the analog stick up at the top, and then it has the split directional pads, which for a lot of us, I'm kind of thinking, I don't know why they didn't just do a regular D-pad, kind of like what Nintendo's known for, especially if we're going to get, NES games from the past, Super NES games. I think it'd be a lot better. I'm sure, knowing Nintendo, we're probably going to end up getting another Joy-Con controller with an actual D-pad, knowing how Nintendo is working, especially with all the Switch peripherals we're already getting with this one. So in here, we got the right one, and we got the left. So to be honest, so my hands, yes, I don't have the biggest hands in the world, so these actually fit my hands actually pretty comfortably. I do know people with monster hands. I'm sure with my dad's hands they'd probably be a little bit smaller, but these actually fit pretty good. They actually got a little bit of weight to them, so I'm not actually too concerned of them. I do like the analog sticks. I do like how they feel. I do like the clickiness of them. The ZR and the Z, or the 1Z, the LZ buttons on the back, they do feel a little bit soft and a little bit squishy, but overall, not bad designs, actually pretty nice. So, let's see what else we have here. Let's go take away this box. So I think all we really have left in this one, we probably have the docking station left, of course. So here is the docking station. So let's go ahead and get this bad boy out. I throw everything on the floor. I'm sure I'm going to get yelled at for this later. And so here is the docking station. So as we know, of course, the docking station does actually help power the Nintendo Switch when it is hooked up, when it is inserted in here and hooked up to your TV. Right now, if we did it played on here, it'd just be a 720p, but with the power of the docking station hooked up to your TV, it does go to a full 1080p. So there is hardware into this, and that's probably why it does cost a little bit more expensive than what you would think it would, since it just feels like plastic. So we have the 2 USBs on the back. We also have on the back here where we have another USB or HDMI out and an AC adapter to plug everything in. So a nice little area for all your cords that kind of come through, so you can still click it. So it's going to put you right there. So here is the Joy-Con grip. So this is the Joy-Con grip that you can actually plug in, or actually slide in your switches into. See if I can do this right. And of course I'm not, obviously, because I'm new at this. So let's go ahead here. Let's get this going. So why is this not doing this? So let's try this here, folks. So we're having little issues. Well, interesting. Let's see here. So obviously I'm new. There we go. So newbie for you here, trying to get these in. I know obviously everybody else has probably done this by many times now. There we go. And it does. Okay, so it does make a nice little clicking sound, so it is nice and firm in the controller. It's not actually that bad of a grip. It's actually pretty nice. It is light. Obviously I can see why, because there is no charging station for this one. There's a charging one that actually, when these are in here, it does charge the Joy-Cons, but that is sold separately for I think about 30 or 40 bucks. This does feel pretty light. It kind of reminds me, if everybody remembers the very first PS3 controller that came out. Kind of reminds me of that weight. A little bit heavier, but still not terrible. It will be kind of interesting to get used to this playing Zelda on the TV and playing with this, see how it does feel. So I'm actually pretty excited. It does fit actually really well in your hands. So let's go ahead, throw that on the ground. Okay, so these, so HDMI, everybody knows what HDMI looks like by now. And then we have our power cord to AC to hook it up and power it. So that is all that's in that box. So let's go ahead. So these are actually the Joy-Con extenders. So for some people, these actually are a lot nicer for people that have kind of bigger hands and that fit their hands a lot better. So let's see, there we go. So for anyone newbie out there, there is a release button in the back here. If you need to get these off, press the button and it lifts up. Obviously I'm learning as I go here, folks. So let's do this one here, lift up, put the grip on the side here. So let's see here, so we got our locking button, so let's put these on, let's see how they look and feel. Let's see here, got it. Okay, so these actually make it feel almost big enough for me, and I'm sure if I'm playing with somebody else, or as you know, Mario Kart is a 2-player game on this. With this, I'm sure switching it off, you will be able to make it feel a lot better, especially if you're holding it like this. You have your diagonal sticks, you have your triggers up here, and you can still hit your X, Y, B, and A button and your plus. So overall, not bad. I do like the extending grips. It does make them feel a little bit bigger, a little bit more comfortable in my hands. They weren't bad as they were. And also too, there's a nice little locking button down here at the bottom. So that way make sure you lock it, otherwise they will probably end up going flying off. And we don't need any more Wii remote accidents like we had back in the Wii days. So let's go ahead, we'll take you off. Slide you off, if I can do this here. So let's see if I can get this going here. So obviously I'm new, like I said, to this, so we're learning as I go. We'll see here. There we go, there's one. And this one is kind of stuck on here, so let's try this. So let's do it this way. So that's locking it, that's not locking it. I may have my assistant come and try to see if he can't lift this up here, because I am not, for some reason, having issues with this thing. So throw it to him. So as you can see also too, when we're playing this is also mainly as to be on a handheld. So what we do on here, we just slide it up, and it does make a nice little sliding sound. So, well, poor assistant's trying to do this. I think he's having some issues too. But let me see if he can't throw it back to me, and I'll see. There we go. He got it. He's good for something besides the camera work here, folks. So let's see here. See if I can't. There we go. Got it. Okay, so let's go ahead. We'll put this one in. And here we go, folks. This is your handheld version right here. This is what a lot of people probably end up playing this as a handheld, because it does fit really actually comfortably. It is not terribly long. So it does feel good. I'm curious to put Zelda in on this and see how it looks. I've seen screenshots online, but screenshots don't really ever do it justice compared to what you'll actually see on a 720. And everybody's complaining about that 720, but you gotta remember this screen size is not terribly that big, so being compressed down to that, it will actually probably look a heck of a lot better. So I'm curious to see what this will, and we'll try that later on tonight. So let's go ahead, and we will now, since we've opened this, we'll go and try opening The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild and see where we can go. Okay guys, now that we've got the actual Switch console out of the way, so let's go and see what's in this big bad boy right here. So this is not the Master Edition, the one that comes with the basically sword sculpture. That one, to me the sword just didn't literally look that cool, it kind of looked flimsy, so I went with the 99. Mainly bought this just for the Sheikah coin, so I am a little gimmicky when it comes for this stuff. So let's see what we got. Let's see if I can take this. Also, if you're using a knife, please be careful. Go here. So let's open this bad boy up. Okay, so pull this out. Okay, so first and foremost, we have The Legend of Zelda, the Breath of the Wild, the soundtrack. So this has some songs on it you can play, put in your DVD player, put it in your computer, listen to the music on it. It's actually pretty cool. I'm curious to plug this up into my laptop and listen to it, see how good they sound. We have right here, of course, The Legend of Zelda on the Switch. Nice little box art for it, and at the back as well. So I'm curious to see, again, how this plays. I heard it's good, so now I can finally break into it 2 days after the fact of it all. So I'm excited to see that. So here we actually have a map of Hyrule. Let's see if I can get this out. Here. So this is actually kind of like a cloth type map depicting Hyrule here for it. So let's go ahead and see that. You can see that in there. There's also a back for it as well. So you can see that in here. It's actually pretty nice material. It's actually really good. It actually does feel old and ancient, which it really should for The Legend of Zelda. So let's go ahead. And one thing that was actually really kind of cool that this came with as well, kind of makes it worth the $100, is the Sheikah Switch carrying case that it comes with. So this is actually really nice. This is a carrying case for your Nintendo Switch. So you can actually open this up. Go ahead and open that now when we're talking here, and we will look into it. And it has a spot to hold your Switch, so I can put it in here. Let's go ahead, take the Switch, go ahead, put it in, just like that if I wanted to. Nice little carrying case. Switch games, because we all know the Switch is kind of using like what the DS uses, their small little cartridges. So each of them can put it in here, so 3, 6, 9. Looks like you hold 12 games, which is actually nice as well. Hold your, also looks like we can possibly hold, actually probably this is actually where the Switch actually goes. Probably the little holster over on this side. It's probably for the Joy-Cons, but works both ways, I guess, if you look at it. So let's go ahead. And then the piece of resistance, and you'll probably end up seeing this poor thing on eBay faster than you will see anything, unfortunately. Not by me though, I'm holding on to this bad boy, is the Sheikah coin, Legend of Zelda coin. Because these things are rare, and so we'll see what this looks like. So you see it has the Zelda form, and it has the Master Sword on the back. And then it also has the Sheikah eye on top as well. So it's actually a pretty nice coin. I actually really give them credit for it. For $100, it's actually pretty not a bad deal. I actually traded in a bunch of games in my 3DS to actually get all of this. Basically paid about 139 bucks out of pocket. GameStop had a good deal going on, so not to try to pimp them out or anything, but I do appreciate what they did. So today, this was my unboxing of the Zelda Breath of the Wild Switch Special Edition and the good old Nintendo Switch. So everybody, stay tuned. Okay, I'd like to thank all my geeks out there for watching this video. If you like it, please subscribe, share it, like it. Leave your comments in the bottom. If you played the Switch yet, if you played Zelda, let me know what you think. Let me know what you like better of the Switch, what you don't like about the Switch. So again, keep on geeking out, guys, and I'll see you guys later.